What's up, everybody? My name is Dell. This is Dell on Movies. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you've been here before, thanks for hanging out with me again. And today we got a special video because one of our own, if you're a BlueTuber, it's one of our own has stepped out and decided to make a movie. And that is my man, Jonathan Stewart, better known as Smooth JStew or Stewdio Media. If you are a follower of his or if you're in this community, you likely know who he is. And he made a horror movie called Recovery. I know spooky season is over, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. So I watched it here over the last couple days. I've watched it 3 times. It's a short movie. It's only about 7 minutes long, and I wanted to give my quick review. Now, when I say that, I want everybody to be aware, and I want Jonathan to be aware that this review is strictly from the standpoint of helping him become a better filmmaker. It's not about trying to throw shade at anything, and I'm definitely not judging this against billion-dollar budget movies because you can't do that with a movie like this. Like it's about 7 minutes long, a little less than that, and it's him, his wife, or make up the cast, and his director of photography, Justin Speck. Shout out to all three of those people for putting this together. I know it was a lot of hard work. So let's just get into it real quick and talk about what the film is about and what I liked about it and what I think could have been done a little bit better. So the first thing is the synopsis here is basically Jonathan. He plays the main character here. We see him. He's in the passenger seat in the car with his wife. They're pulling up to the driveway, and he's been complaining about some headaches. He's getting some new medicine. He just came home from the pharmacy apparently, and he's got some new medicine. And his wife is kind of warning him about, possible side effects. And he's like, look, I don't care about the side effects. I just want it to work. I just want the headaches to go away. And then she drops him off. He goes inside the house, and she's got an errand to run, or someone to visit. And she takes off. He goes in the house by himself. And then the movie just follows him from that point forward. So what works about the movie is the first thing that really works well in this movie is the music. So Jonathan, I think, did all the music himself and did an outstanding job, not only making the music, but using the music, meaning the cues were all perfect on time. It was perfectly somber and spooky a little bit. So, and just the sound design overall was really done well, even when he goes into the house and he's by himself, and just simple things like when he puts the cup down on the table, and that may be a natural thing where it just hit the counter and you just hear it, but the way that it sounds, the way that it's loud enough that it causes a ripple in the movie, and for a horror movie that works really well. So he did an outstanding job with the sound, but the music in particular, the music cues work, and he also knew when not to use the music. Excuse me. There were some instances where there was no music, and that was also perfectly done. The next thing is the acting. Again, we can't judge it against. We're not looking for Denzel Washington. We're not even looking for big budget horror flicks. We're looking at a guy who made his own movie with his wife, and they both did really well in their roles. The wife had a little bit of a shift in her character. She has a spot at the beginning, a spot at the middle, spot at the end, and her spot in the middle is different from the 2 other spots, and she did a really good job with that. And Jonathan, all the way through, just did a good job kind of drawing us into the movie and getting us to feel for the character. And then finally, visually, we got some little minor creature effects and some makeup effects that worked really well in the movie. They definitely got the message across. So good job in all those areas, guys. As far as what I thought could have been done better, I think a little bit of restraint can be done in the writing of the script. And what I mean by that is my own background is just writing, period. And I've always been told and come to firmly believe that showing is better than telling. So in this case, I think a little too much was written. So what I mean by that is, as I said, Jonathan goes into the house and his wife leaves. So he's now in the house alone for a large portion of the movie. So for me, what would have been a stronger storytelling tactic was if all dialogue were eliminated. So whereas in the movie, we get a couple of spots where he kind of tells us what he's doing in the movie, basically. And for me, just having him do the same exact actions, but without telling us what he's doing, we would still get the message. Everything would be conveyed, and it would be better because we can then start to draw our own conclusions and start to feel a little better rather than just someone telling us that, hey, I'm doing this right now. And that's really my only minor complaint about that. So that could have been a section of the movie where there was no dialogue whatsoever, and we still would have gotten the gist of the story. The ending works really well. Again, congrats to JStew for just doing it and getting a movie out there. If you want to see Recovery, it's on his channel. I'll put a link in the description for sure. Go show him some love. Tell him how you like it. And if you don't, if there's something that you think he can do better, I'm sure that he would be open to some constructive criticism. Don't go over there being a hater. And I hate to speak for him because I haven't talked to him about this, but I think he would be open to that. But like I said, just don't go over there being a hater. Check it out. It's only 7 minutes out of your day. It's a fun time. Watch it before you watch some other horror movie. Just kind of set the mood with this. And yeah, show our guys some support. Anyway, that's all I have for you on this one, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.